Now, if you've been browsing the web, a few days ago, a bunch of pictures and screenshots of Windows 11 has been leaked. Now, there are also YouTubers covering the actual aspect and the review of Windows 11, but a few have actually showed you how to install Windows 11 safely on your machine. So today, we are going to use VirtualBox to install Windows 11 alongside with Windows 10, so that if your Windows 11 installation breaks, you can revert back to Windows 10 with a click of a button. So let's begin. So you want to go to virtualbox.org/wiki/downloads and you'll see this page right here. Now, if you have Windows, you'll have to download this. If you have Mac, you want to download this. Linux, download this, and so forth. So let's click on the Windows host. Now you can see it start downloading down here, but I'm just going to cancel it because I already have VirtualBox on my machine. So now in this VirtualBox, once you have successfully installed VirtualBox, you want to go over to this new add button. So you want to click add, and you should see this create virtual machine page. So this is actually where it gets serious, because if you mess up the settings, Windows 11 will not run, and I have tested this the hard way. So you want to follow the guide, and you want to give it a name, a folder, and then you want to make sure your version is actually Windows 10. 64-bit, not other Windows, because I tried other Windows at first, but I have fallen into the trap that the virtual machine won't boot if you try other Windows. So it's counterintuitive to think that Windows 11 is actually Windows 10, but since VirtualBox hasn't updated yet, just try Windows 10. All right, now you want to click on Next. Now here's where you want to allocate the amount of memory you need for your virtual machine. So if you want to do more memory intensive tasks, you want to upload more memory. Now don't do the minimum memory because it will be laggy, trust me. So for me, I have 32 gigs. I'm gonna allocate 12 gigabytes of memory. So that's me. You can do however you want, because some people might not even have 12 gigabytes. So just adjust accordingly. Click next. Now you want to create a hard disk, a virtual hard disk. So click create a virtual hard disk now. Click create, a new window will pop up. Now leave it as is, the VDI dynamically allocated. And here is where you how much you want your virtual machine to take up. Now I'm just going to do 64 because that is a comfortable amount. I can store stuff on there. But 50 would be enough if you just want to test Windows 11. Click create. Alright, now you will see this general Windows setting pop up right here. Alright, and what you want to do is you want to review your settings, make sure everything is adjusted accordingly. So you can see our operating system is Windows 10. Obviously it's not, but that's what VirtualBox wants. Our memory is set, and everything else is set. So what you want to do is you want to just click start. So this will start your virtual Windows 11 installation for the first time, and you'll see that it will ask for a startup disk because obviously we need a disk to install. So you can see there's this disk right here. So let's just choose our disk. So we're gonna add a disk. So we're just gonna add this disk right here. This is the Windows 11 ISO that has been leaked. Now, I won't provide any links in the description because they'll get taken down within like 24 hours. So you can find some yourself. We gotta preserve the links. And we're just gonna choose this. So choose, and then click start. So you can see this Windows will pop up, this Windows logo. You can see people have made memes about how this Windows logo looks actually worse. But you'll see that I'm just going to full screen here. There we go. All right. Hopefully you guys can see. So you can see that we have this Windows installer here, this Windows setup. And you want to make sure that your language and your keyboard format is correct. So language to install for me is all going to be based on the American system. And just click install now. Now this is going to take a while, so be prepared for some time lapse. Alright, so now we want to click don't have private key because we don't want to waste our private key on some leaked Windows version. Okay, Now here is where it gets interesting. You can install the home version, or you can install all these other versions. But since we're actually just testing, we want to get more features. So let's go with Windows 11 Pro. Now this won't charge you additional money because again, it's just a trial version. So why not go with the more packed version? So let's do Windows 11 Pro, click next. And yes, it will take a while. Accept to their terms. Alright, now you want to click on custom because we're not really upgrading anything. We're just trying to install Windows fresh. So you'll see your disk here, drive 0. Make sure it matches with your created disk size. So in my case, it's 64 gigabytes. So click next. And then it'll begin installing. Now this will take a long time. So I'm just going to, time lapse it. And I'll meet you back once Windows 11 has been installed. So once you get to this stage, you want to select your right country. So for me, it's just going to be the United States. And then you want to click on next here. It'll do its own little setup. But and then you want to select your keyboard style. So for me, that's yes. Nope. Skip the second keyboard layout. Alright. So it's going to check for updates, which is pretty much nonsense. Alright, I will see you guys when it's done. Alright guys, it's finally done. So how would you like to set up this device? Well, we're going to use our personal use. Obviously, we're not using Windows 11 for school or anything. So click on that, click next, and then it's going to do its thing again. So it wants you to add your Microsoft account. Don't do this. Just don't. Because it's your virtual machine, you don't want any bad things to happen to your Microsoft account. Mostly because, again, this is leaked, so we aren't sure where this is coming from. So what you want to do is want to click on signing options and click on offline account. This way, whatever happens with your offline account, you can just delete later on. Nothing will happen to your Microsoft account. And now it begs you to sign in. Just don't. Just click on limited experience. And then you want to enter your name. So for me, I'm just gonna call it admin because, okay. And then no password, because why would you need a password for something that you just use for like 30 minutes? Just to test out Windows 11. It isn't like you're gonna like move all your files here. So again, all these privacy settings, it doesn't really matter. Microsoft is gonna track the virtual machine, not your computer. So just click on accept, yes, accept. Alright, and you are done for the setup. Now it's going to basically reboot and Windows 11 will be upon you within minutes. Well, hopefully minutes. It's just gonna take a few moments to reboot, and I'll see you once it's done. Alright, now after all of that hassle and installing and following the tutorial, hopefully, if nothing is wrong with your actual computer, you'll get the brand new Windows 11 wallpaper that you see on all those social media websites. So there it is. This is Windows 11 for you to play around with, mess around, and all of that without actually damaging your new computer. I mean, it sounds like a win-win to me because I see some people install Windows 11 on their actual PC and then it breaks and then they cry about it. Well, there's no need now. You just follow my tutorial and you can get Windows 10 and Windows 11 side by side. So you can see this brand new wallpaper, the taskbar and everything. People have made memes and jokes about it, but this is the actual deal. So, yeah, I mean, we can go through some features. You can see some of the rounded corners, like down here, the rounded corners, some things for you to play, like solitaire, some other things. Search bar, I think it's all the same. Yeah, everything is all the same. We have Microsoft Edge. Alright, let's get this out. And yes, there is sound if you hear. There is sound. Let me just see. All right, so yeah, there's tool tips and stuff. Let's go into Explorer, and we want to see. Look at this new themes. This pretty good themes right here, and then everything else looks the same. You have the annoying OneDrive thing back again. If you don't need it, you'll know what I mean. Local disk. Everything. Some icons have changed. If you notice, however, oops, don't want to full screen that. You right click, there are some settings here, personalize. Now, if you don't activate Windows, you can't personalize this. So don't activate it because you'll actually it's not worth it because I'm probably just gonna delete this virtual machine like after the video's done. So yeah, but you can't really customize anything until you activate it. But for me, I think this is pretty much good. I mean, I'm not going to activate it until it actually releases. But you have this widgets thing. You can see it doesn't really work since I didn't activate Windows. You can. I think you can also have multiple desktops. Yes, you can create more desktops. Uh, you can also what? So you can see the time. This looks pretty good. Uh, network. I'm connected by Ethernet, and it shows your everything's pretty much the same in settings. I don't know. I'm trying to find some new features that they're all talking about. One thing is new. They're replacing command prompt and PowerShell with Windows Terminal. So let's go and search Windows. I believe that's yes, that is installed. You can get this on Windows 10, by the way. You just have to install the beta. But what you can open this, and then you can see you can create new tabs. So you can add a PowerShell, or you can add a command prompt. So there we go, and we just run some commands on here, loading our system information. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's pretty much it. So you can see Windows 11 Pro. And there we go, guys. That is how you would install Windows 11 on a virtual machine. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'm curious to see how this Windows version will play out. I'll keep you guys updated if there's anything new happening with Windows 11. But anyways, that will be it for today's video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.